Welcome back to the Ironman, guys. Now we're starting this week off with going back to winter top. We're not going to be here all week. Hopefully we'll get it quick and we won't have to do that much, but I don't plan to stay here as much as I did last week, even if I do go dry, because it will really delay content, and it's not a massive thing at the end of the day. It's just kind of a thing that would be nice for me to get so I can just put it in the house. That's pretty much all I want it for. But before we do that, we did just get ourselves a beginner casket and an easy casket. I was AFK fishing whilst rendering the previous week's video, which actually went up about 20 minutes ago or so, because it is still Sunday night. But this was a one-step beginner casket. It was literally, I went to the GE and I had to, I think it was bow, and I just bowed, talked to Yuri, and he gave him the casket. Then we got the easy casket. The main reason I'm doing these is for collection log and just cool uniques. I don't think many of them have items in them that are needed for clue steps. I don't believe so anyway, but obviously we can still get pages and whatnot. But here we go, let's open the beginner. Oh my god, what the fuck. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't even know what the beginner drop table was like, but we just got 7 cabbages. It's straight on the floor. Right, the easy casket. Ooh, a black plate body and iron plate legs T. That's 2 uniques in 1 clue. Honestly, that's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. We're just doing our farm run. At the moment I've been focusing on doing a bit of agility. I haven't done too much yet, but that is like my plan at the moment, and to do farm runs and other content in between. Like I said, 90 agility by the next 2 to 3 weeks is my goal. But I did actually stop by and do a bit of Zalcano. I was watching Nooblet's new video and it just made me want to, to do a bit of Zalcano again, just to realise how stupid that place is for loot. We already done 9 kills, and I bring up the loot we got from 9 kills now. I got like 3 MVPs. It was in like groups of, I think, 6 to 7. There was actually a max guy there with a crystal pickaxe. I'm kind of surprised that I did get as many MVPs as I did, but the loot from it is just absurd, bro. Like, if I have 199 smithing, this is the place to go for it. So at the end of last episode, I talked about wanting to get 90 agility within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, obviously, I would rather do it in 2 weeks than 3, but at the end of the day, that means a hell of a lot more agility. So I calculated it, and if I was to get it within the next 2 weeks, it would work out on the end of, it'd be by 9th September that I would get it. And if I was to do that, I would need to get 208,000 agility experience a day to get 90 agility. Now obviously that's quite a few hours a day. That's about 4 to 5. I play a lot, but 4 to 5 hours agility a day is still a lot, and it will really reduce content. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it or not, but I'm definitely got it in the back of my head that I'm going to be doing agility every day regardless, and it just depends whether or not I get 200k. But I still would like to get 90 agility within at least 3 weeks, which would end up being the 16th of September. Then I can work on weekly progression all the way to the end of the year, and then that'll work out to be 99 agility by at least the 31st of December. Potentially before. I mean, once I get close to 99 agility, I might just be sitting there and thinking, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to smash this out and get it within the next couple of weeks, because it'll be so close. But another thing I want to quickly talk about is I've got a Abyssal Demon task right now. It is 200, and I really don't fancy Sire right now. And there's plenty of other tasks that I could get. I really would like a Daganov task, so I can go to DKs and get the Spine Chaps, so I can finish that Master Clue, which I never got to finish. Or I would potentially like a Kriara task. I mean, I really want one, but at the same time, I really don't. I've heard the boss is a lot of AIDS. I've only ever done it a few times for diary rewards and stuff, so I know it's not the best boss to do. And I know I need to go catch Black Chins and whatnot. But I think I'm potentially going to skip this Abyssal Demon task and maybe do a bit of skipping to see if I can get something a bit interesting. Also with the Marks of Grace, I'm getting a hell of a lot of Marks of Grace per agility level. I'm not really going to show agility level progression. I mean, I might show every now and then. But the main thing I'm going to show is definitely when I reach milestones in Marks of Grace, because we're going to have so many by the end of 99 agility and just so many by the end of 90. And 90 is not even that high of a level in a skill. Obviously, not even halfway to 99 experience-wise. And we're going to have so many Marks of Grace. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just filling up all the jugs that I have in my bank, which is about 5.6k worth of water. 5.6k worth of jugs, and I'm filling them with water, should I say. But I just wanted to do this clip today, just a massive thank you to everyone that's supporting the channel. I woke up this morning, and this is the 27th of August at the moment, and it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon where I am, and I woke up to over 1,000 subs, and that is a huge thing for this account. And I haven't talked about this before, But it does actually mean one thing, which is, I suppose there's always a downside to it, but there's always an upside to it as well. That means that it's now I'm able to monetize videos on my channel. Now, I hate like feeling like greedy or anything. I don't want to feel greedy and having to, well, not having to, but wanting to monetize my videos. I've been working on growing my channel for quite a while now, and to finally get to this milestone of 1,000 subs and also be given the chance to monetize videos it's an amazing feeling. So in future, videos are going to be monetized. Like, I'm sorry if it bothers anyone, but at the end of the day, I put a lot of time into this, and you know, to get a little reward in return would always be nice, and it would always be appreciated. Like I said, expect more content to be coming out as well. Now that I've got to this, I'm noticing that more and more people want to watch my channel and not just progress videos. So there's going to be more videos like I've mentioned before. There's hopefully one coming out in a couple of days time that I'm working on, which I'm really excited to see how it goes and see how people react to the kind of video that's coming out, and whether or not people enjoy watching it and come back to watch other videos I like. But yeah, this clip is just to say thank you very much for all the support. Over 1,000 subs. I woke up with 1,010, and my previous video is almost at 1k views in like under 2 days, which is just, I don't know, it's mind-blowing. It's just, thank you so much everyone, and I hope you continue to enjoy the content that I create. So we're just doing our farm run, and I've just done Hispori. Now I used a tent whip for Hispori just to make it that bit faster, and a crystal halley, but my tent whip has been used a lot in pretty much all the raids I've done. And this is the first time that we're actually going to lose our first whip. Now if we look, we've only got 53 more attacks left, and to be honest, there's no point me taking it anywhere. The main places I take it are Hispori or raids. I don't want to forget that I've only got 53 charges and go into a raid. So we're just going to dissolve it now to get the Kraken Tentacle and add another whip. So if we go yes, we get a Tentacle back, and if we go to our whips, we've got plenty of whips to put in there. We've got 7 as you can see, and if we just do that, we will get ourselves a fresh Tentacle whip with 10,000 charges. Ever since I've bothered to start doing farm runs again and Hispori, which it's been a little while since I've been doing them now, but at the same time it doesn't feel like too long. Levels have been literally flying by, and if we look, we're 93 and we're about to be 94. Like, it's absolutely crazy how fast you can get farming levels. Like, I could have had 99 ages ago if I just bothered to do tree runs, but honestly, that doesn't bother me that I don't have 99 farming, but it's definitely going to be a 99 that's going to be probably not next, but it's going to be one of the next few 99s that I get on the account, because I have plenty of supplies ready to be used, and I'm only getting more through doing PVM. And now that I'm doing spirit trees as well, that's using up those seeds, so there's just continuous farming experience coming in now. So we are at DKs, but this time I'm here with someone. Obviously I'm an iron, so I'm not duoing it, but this lovely fellow stood underneath me. He needs a berserker ring on his iron. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him in, and I'm just going to kill the other 2 for this task. Something a bit different. I mean, I probably should just go in my own world once I've got him in, but I think it'll be kind of fun, just nice to chill out and kill some DKs. At the end of the day, I'll plan to do lots of DKs, so I'll get my warrior ring and my berserker ring for the collection log, because that's the only 2 I need for collection log. Ring wise, obviously I've got a berserker ring, but I got it before the log. So if we get any drops, I will show you guys. If not, then you'll probably see something else happening. That could have got me banged out. I just got 97 range. So we just finished off our Dagannoth task. I didn't do all of it at Dagannoth Kings because Joe had to dip halfway through and I didn't have Mage Gear on me. And I figured, I haven't got my Spine Chaps yet. You know what, I may as well go get them another way, because there is actually another way to get them that I've only just realised on the way to Dagannoths. Now basically, you can create Spined Chaps. Well, you don't create them yourself, someone else creates them. If you have 2 Dagannoth hides and a stretched hide. Now the way you get a stretched hide is it drops from level 88 variant of the Dagannoths in the Waterbirth Island dungeon. Now there is a spot you can kill loads of them, and they're all just piled up together, which is really nice. It's not multi-combat, it's very, very simple. It's a 1 in 64 chance. They also drop the flattened one, which allows you to craft the body, and you can also get the gloves and stuff with them, but none of that's interesting to me. I got my stretched hide near the end of my task, and if you talk to this guy right here, I believe it's like 7k, and he will create these spined chaps for me. So here we go. Yeah, powerful leg armor, 7,500 coins, and we get spine chaps. Now I don't have to worry about getting the drop or potentially going dry on the drop. I've now got it, so we can go do the next step of the master clue. So I'm going to go do that, and we're going to see if we can finish this clue. So we just got this hard clue step. We need a headband and a crozier. Now if I type in headband We don't have any. And I don't even think we have a crozier, you know. We might have one. I'm just going to double check my house. I did store a lot of items in my house. We got this hard clue from Dagonoff's when I was doing DKs. And I thought, well, you know, there's most hard clues I can do these days, which is really nice. And then, you know, I come across a step like this, and it just fucks me over. It's kind of a horrible one to do, to be honest. But if we have a look in here, I don't know what headband comes under. That's a good point. I'm going to look it up, or I could just fly through. No, I'm going to look up what headbands come under, and then we'll see if we have one. So I looked at my house and noticed that I cannot do the clue because I don't have a headband. It was actually under medium clue rewards that I didn't realise. And also a crozier, it would be in my bank unless I'd have completed a full vestment set. So we don't have either of those items, so I dropped the hard clue. But we did complete the master clue. It was the last step required. And I originally had Mimic turned off at first because I didn't 100% know what it was. So I looked into it and just forgot to turn it on. Now we've got Mimic on and we have the master clue to open. We could get Mimic on this one. That'd be kind of cool. The main thing I'm looking for in master clues is just any unique, but the main interest of mine is definitely ornament kits. So here we go. And ooh, what if that bandage page could be unique? To be honest, I'm not going to complain with any master clue because there's always something good in them, even if it's not worth much. I mean, 40 limp works for free, 10 snapdragons and some alkaballs. This could be a unique page. We'll actually quickly go find out, see if it is unique. If it is, that'll be our first god book complete on the account. I still haven't completed one. It would be nice to complete one. If we go to in here, we need Bandos page 1. Oh my, we completed our first god book on the account after quite a few clues. That was actually my third master clue. If I look, obviously I haven't done that many clues, but I know people completed in a lot less. I've done 228 clues over all clues, and these pages can come from any clue. And I've only just completed my first one. Obviously we're close to some, but I don't feel like I get that many pages, to be honest with you, but that's kind of cool to complete it. Once I complete a book, I'll drop duplicates or drop them over to the main. But for now, that is the first book complete. We'll go do that, and I'll free up 4 bank slots in the bank. That's pretty nice. Here it is, the time to complete our first book, which is pretty satisfying. We did get the Book of War completed. Like I said, these are pretty useless to me. If you guys don't really know, you can just drop these and come reclaim it from this guy whenever I want. So I could just get multiple Books of War. So I'm just going to leave the books in him. Pretty much all these books are useless to me unless I want to take a ranged offhand into the Wildy without risking anything. Or potentially I could take the Zamrock, I guess, for melee. And if I complete the Ancient, it will be nice to take to Scorpia whenever we do Scorpia because it won't be risked. Well, if it is risked, it doesn't matter. I can get it back for free anytime. But that is the first book complete, and that feels pretty good to do, to be honest. I figured it was about time that I spent my cash stack. All these items here cost me about 5.5 mil or something along those lines. But Hydra is very, very soon, and that's so much cash. And there's nothing else I really need cash for at the moment, so I thought I may as well just spend it. We're going to get our Portal Nexus up and running. Of course, we're going to go for the max one. It can be 18 teleports, which is good enough as every teleport in the game. I don't believe it can hold more than 18. I might be wrong in saying that, but I don't believe I am. But I'm never going to need more than 18 teleports in my house anyway. Majority of teleports you don't really use, and if you do, in an off case, I could just do a port room if I really, really need it. But here we go. We're going to build the Portal Nexus. We build the first one, which is 4 marble blocks, and we upgrade it as we go. This thing looks so damn good. I mean, just not having to boost for this is satisfying as it is. But there it is, Portal Nexus in the house. We do actually need to get a Xerix Talisman. I mean, I don't plan to use it too much, but it'll be cool to have in the house. But I do need to get myself an inert Talisman because I don't actually have a spare one. But there it is. Basically, what you do with this, if you guys don't already know, is you can... actually, wait there. There are only 18 teleports you can put in it. Oh, shit. I didn't realise there's some that don't actually exist unless it's... Yeah, oh no. Yeah, no, there's some that don't exist on here. I guess just mainly the good teleports are on here, unless I'm being retarded and there are only 18 teleports in the game. I could well be being retarded, but regardless, we can get all these teleports in here, but it costs, I think, instead of 100 times for a portal, so instead of, for a Varrock, you need 300 fire runes, 100 lore, and 100 air to make the portal. I'm going to need 1,000 of each, so 1,000 lore, 1,000 air, and 3,000 fire. So I'm going to go use pretty much all my lore runes and just make this stacked. So these are the teleports that I'm going to put in to start with. Only 5, but we do already have a RD teleport for a portal, we have a Kuren portal, and we have a water buff, so they're pretty much pointless. The only ones that I'm kind of interested in later on is Fishing Guild. Catherby would be great, actually. Camelot, probably not too much. In fact, I don't know whether to have Camelot in there or not. I mean, Camelot's very nice. Oh, it's so... Yeah, we'll have Camelot in there, and eventually we'll get Catherby for farm runs, which is going to cost quite a few Astrals because you use quite a few. But the big one that I want to get is Troll Stronghold. But I think I need to do a few things before I can get the Troll Stronghold. And if you guys don't already know, this will take me straight to the farming patch, which will make it very easy to do farm runs. But these 5 teleports alone are going to cost me 6,000 lore runes. I mean, I don't care about any of these runes, let's be honest with you. But 6,000 lore runes is quite a lot. But you know what? It's so fucking worth it. Now, if we teleport menu, we can teleport to any of these. Just so easy, like it's insane. And now if we was to configure where we want it to teleport us as the first one, I guess we would want something like Camelot at the top, because it will teleport me straight to... Wait, is that how it's done? It's probably a way of doing it. I'll have to figure out. But basically I want to put Sears Village as my left click option, which is pretty nice, to be honest. I mean, it's very easy to teleport there anywhere. But this is going to be nice because it's going to reduce lore runes I use in the future and stuff like that. And I can use my construction cape to almost get anywhere in the game. So I'm working on getting the final herb patch that I haven't been using that's really easy to access. Now I've done 3 fires so far. The last of these I'm going to use on the Giant Mole's Lair. And that is it. I'm not interested in putting one in Lumbridge Swamp Caves or in Mos Lahamas Caves because I never really go in them. And it gives only Eternal Light, which isn't that big of a thing. And I suppose I might as well do Mole, because I won't have to take a light source down and I can just take an extra inventory slot of something or whatever. But we've done all of them. Other than that, we've got the one in the Mortmire Swamp, which allows you not to have food rotted and stuff like that. We've done one so I can actually use the farming patch by Vice. And last but not least, this is the one we've just done, the Fire of Unseasonal Warmth. If you guys don't really know what this does, when you go to God Wars, your stats get drained on the way and all your run energy goes. And you can't get it back until you're inside the warmth. But this fire will remove all the snow in the area, so you can never be affected by it. I'm hoping it also affects this area to my left. It looks like it does. There's a clue step here, and I believe that also drains your stats. So if it affects this area just to my left, or west, should I say, then it'll make the clue that bit easier because I can just run all the way through. That's kind of satisfying. We're going to go do the mole layer one. After that, I need to get a hell of a lot of salt because I want to put the Troll Stronghold teleport straight in my house. Well, I literally just recorded this, but I did make a mistake and scuffed my resolution, so it just didn't make any sense as to what I was saying. But we did just complete the teleport for the Troll Stronghold in the house. This did take quite a while to get. I had to get 1,000 basalt, 3,000 of the green salt, and 1,000 of the red. And 1,000 basalt, it doesn't stack, so you have to note it. And I was sitting there originally thinking like this is gonna take ages, so I said it in the CC, thinking that potentially someone knows about someone who could note it in the area, because I thought there has to be. And thankfully someone said that in Mudkit's most recent video that not long come out, he's done the same thing, and there is a place to note it. It still took me a little while. I literally just AFK'd it, jumped on the bandwagon of WoW Classic, so I've been playing that on the side, absolutely loving it. Obviously I'm still doing my RuneScape content. I'm doing World of Warcraft Classic content. I mean, maybe one day in the future I would, but I've just been playing that on the side whilst I can AFK something on RuneScape, so it actually gives me something to do, because I hate doing AFK grinds. If I was to like runecrafting, that's fairly AFK. If I do blood runes, I'll always want something on the side, so that's what I'm going to be doing. If I ever talk about that, that's why. But now that we've got this teleport, the Troll Stronghold, the best part about it, if you guys don't know what this teleport is you can teleport straight to the farming patch above the Troll Stronghold, which is really nice, because the quickest way of getting it before was Trollheim Teleport, which is all the way over here. You have to run all the way down these two here, come up here, and then if you don't have this shortcut, then you have to go all the way inside up the ladder. If you do have this shortcut, it's a bit shorter, but still, this is extremely quick. We get straight there, and then make farm runs that bit faster, and it just feel better to do. Oh, so as you guys just saw, we did get ourselves another magic fang on the account. I'll quickly go show you my Zora collection log. Now, the reason I've been doing Zora, we also reached 170 mil experience. I'm going to mention that before I forget, because I've literally only just noticed it. 170 mil experience on the account, 2078 total level. But anyway, We've been doing Zora. First of all, let me get it up because right now I can't multitask because I've just got up. Anyway, this is our Zora collection log whilst I show this. The reason I've been doing Zora is I've actually organised an event on the Discord, and it's Zora Bingo, and most of you know what it is. If you get a row, you get bingo. The first person to do it, I have rewarded a bond. It started on Friday, the Friday before this video come out. If you guys are interested in any future events, make sure you join the Discord because they probably will be Discord related. Just to make it easier, I've got to post screenshots and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in events, there's loads to hopefully come in the future, all different types. Make sure you join the Discord. But for now, this is our KC. We have just under, just over, I think about 44k Zora scales in the bank, with our Trident fully charged and 5k in the Serp helm and the blowpipe. So we've got about 50k worth of scales, not including the Trident. So, it's a decent amount. I'm actually really happy. No, sorry, it's about 60k. Including the Trident, just under 55 without the Trident or something like that. But anyway, we have a lot of scales, which is really nice. Farm runs have been feeling really good because now we've got the Icy Basalt. We can use the Stronghold. The Portal Nexus is really nice. I'm just so glad to have all this stuff. I'm actually currently working on editing the video, or working on the video and getting content for the video. For the Zenite Jury, which you guys will actually see today. Now this is Saturday. I wanted to get it out earlier in the week, but there's a lot of things that have happened in real life and other things that have distracted me too. Regardless, I'm doing the video, so you can have one video on Saturday, which will be yesterday after this video is uploaded, and one video obviously today. So you've got 2 videos this week, hopefully more to come. I figured I may as well ask it in this video, and before I get into it, I just want to say that this idea would not replace any current content that is on the channel. It would be extra content on top. Now, if you guys haven't already guessed, it's World of Warcraft Classic. It's a massive thing that's recently come out. I'm not going to explain like all my experience in World of Warcraft, but basically I've played mostly retail, never really played vanilla or classic. So it's all new to me in that regard. That's pretty much what I'm going to say. If I do videos, I probably will explain it a little bit more. But basically what I'm interested in is, because I plan to play the game regardless of whether or not I make content, I'm going to be putting time into the game. So I figured if I'm going to be putting time into a game, I may as well make content if you guys are interested. It's something that a lot of RuneScape players have been interested in, and a lot of RuneScape players have probably played in the past. So I definitely feel like it could be something that you guys may want to watch. I could do it RuneScape style videos on World of Warcraft. We could do like a little 1 to 60 series to start with, stuff like that, and then potentially move on to loads of other stuff later. But like I said, because I'm fairly new, don't expect any professional stuff. It's going to be me kind of learning classic as it is, not learning World of Warcraft, but learning classic. If you guys are interested in videos like that, please do let me know in the comment section down below, or message me in game, jump in the CC and say something, or just smash the like button so I can tell if you guys are interested in content like that, because it really would be awesome to get extra content like that on the channel, so eventually we can bring in people potentially from either game and grow the community to show that, maybe they'll come on RuneScape, or maybe RuneScape players will go over to World of Warcraft. It should be awesome to have a community that, we can kind of bring together and potentially bring more players to both games, which I feel like would be really nice. And also it's more people in the community, which is always nice. More people to make friends with, more people to play other games with, not necessarily World of Warcraft or RuneScape, just more people in general. So like I said, if you're interested, please do let me know. Because I would absolutely love to do it. Regardless, I'm going to be playing the game, so it doesn't, like, there would be this RuneScape content, even if I didn't make videos, would be exactly the same as if I did. So just let me know. So I have just finished recording my guide that you guys are going to see today or yesterday as of this video going up. Now it's made me think. Of course, I've mentioned that I would like to potentially do WoW videos on this channel, and it would be extra content on top of this, so it wouldn't be slowing content down. And I've also been thinking, after I said that, there's stuff that I'm doing on RuneScape that's slowing my progression. Now, I only recently said about it, so it's kind of frustrating to say, but I have to admit it. 99 agility by the end of the year, I'm going to ditch. I could easily get it done, but I could definitely get more progress on the account item-wise than if I was to get 99 agility. Like 99 agility, yes, it would be so nice to have, but I mean, 99 agility gives me nothing other than just satisfaction of making the max grind easier. I probably will eventually work on it and do a bit of agility throughout the year. We still want 88 because we want to do Hydra with the shortcut. I don't want to do it without the shortcut. Fuck that. That's just me. I hate boosting, and I don't want to not do it with the shortcut. So what comes to mind is I would love to have a Dragon Hunter crossbow or a twisted bow before Hydra. But you know what? We're just going to get to 95 Slayer. And if we get a Hydra task, we're going to do it with the blowpipe. Why the fuck not? It's going to be so satisfying. And Zora scales aren't too bad to get. It will just take a lot more time if I was to use all my Zora scales up, because I'd have to go get more. But at the end of the day, we're always going to need to do Zora. And at the moment, whilst this Zora bingo thing is going on that I mentioned, it's a good time to potentially work on Slayer, because I'm going to be doing a lot of Zora. And I can use all my scales all on Hydra. And if I get lucky, I can complete Hydra with all the scales that I get throughout the next week. Of course, that'd be like ridiculously lucky, because it's quite hard to complete Zora. Not Zora. If I said Zora, I meant Hydra. It's quite hard to complete Hydra very quickly, because the drop rate of the claw is 1 in 1001, for example. But there's definitely more items that I could be going for. Slayer, Kriara, Armadillo. You know what? Fuck a Jilly. Let's get some sick items on this account, shall we? Well, we just got this wonderful step whilst doing our elite clue. Yeah. Split bark body would have been annoying to get. Granite shield. I don't know if I have a granite shield. I probably do. I do have a granite shield. But we need a heraldic helm. It says any rune heraldic helm, but we in fact have 0 rune heraldic helms, which is kind of annoying, because it would have been nice to have one by now, but we don't. So we're gonna have to drop our elite clue. But we do have 3 clues to open. I mean, they're not really interesting. If I show you guys real quick, we have a beginner, which was 1 step, an easy, and a medium. So there's the beginner. Oh shit, that's a unique. Fucking useless, but that's cool. That's our first unique from beginner clue and 3 clues. That's pretty cool. Easy clue, a Zami page. Alright, and maybe these clues are half decent, and we'll wait for the medium. We're gonna check to see. This is a duplicate. Fuck. The medium. Ooh. That's not a bad medium either. I mean, these are both dupes, but that's pretty good. I'll take it. So I had a clip recorded that was in the middle of my video, and after looking back here, I'm just going to re-record it after I've completed the video and put it in the middle. So there's nothing really you'll see here that hasn't been done, or that's been done later on in the video. At the moment, I'm just AFK fishing. Basically, I just want to explain that this week's been a bit of an odd one, because of the pure fact that I have changed my plans quite a lot. And at the start of the video, you hear me saying, you know, I want to get this 99 agility by the end of the year. And then halfway through, I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. We're just going to go get loads of good items on the account. It's the first time I think I've ever done that with a goal. I've said I wanted to do something, and then I've just completely scrapped the whole idea in the same video. And then just gone, fuck it, we're going to do something else. So I'm 100% sorry for that. I feel like I've wasted some people's time on the start of the video. And I feel like you should have just skipped halfway through and watched it from there. I definitely don't want to do that in future, but I do have a solid plan set for myself now with all the, you know, the items that I would like to hunt down. So it's definitely something I'm going to be working on. There's going to be AFK grinds that I'm going to work on, like fishing and whatnot. If I was to do a World of Warcraft video, which I have mentioned earlier, you also hear me talk about it at the end of the video too. But there's a lot of different stuff I want to get done on the account. I'd love to get my cooking up. I'd love to get my fishing up so I can get more. Well, the main reason I want to get fishing up is because it will, if I do it with minnows, for example, I'll have a lot of food in the process. And obviously I want to get my cooking up so I burn less. And it's just more experience and more total level on the account to get me closer to that 2200 for those 2200 total worlds. But the last clip I recorded this was really long, and I pretty much explained everything in a short amount of time here. So I figured I'd just put it in here, but I just want to say that it's been a really odd week. That's all I'm going to say. So there's one thing I've been meaning to get my hands on for a while, and that is in fact another Xerix Talisman for my POH. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go cannon in the Lisbon Shaman Canyon just down here. I didn't actually bring any food, so hopefully I don't take too much damage. I'll probably just prayer flick or just put on protection prayers. That's why I brought a load of prayer pots so I could just leave rigor on. Hopefully it won't take too long to get one, only one, then I can get the mounted Xerix Talisman in my house. Well, we just had to do 59 kills to get a Xerix Talisman, very lucky. It was going to take seconds anyway, we were literally destroying them. Those 59 took about like 2 minutes, it felt like. So we're going to we're going to whack, I'm chatting shit right now. We're going to whack everything in the bank, and we're going to go make our Xerix Talisman into the POH mounted Xerix Talisman. We had to go purchase a gold leaf. We seem to be using these more and more in the house for like the higher tier upgrades. Now, like I said before, I'm building this talisman in my house. It's going to take me 5 Lisbon fangs. Other than that, just the gold leaf and the talisman. Like, there's nothing special about mahogany plank. But obviously, we got most of the Lisbon fangs, or pretty much all of them, through raids. And obviously, we now have the Xerxes talisman. Now, there's nothing special about this because I don't really plan to use it much, if I'm to be honest with you, because I always have the necklace on me if if I ever need it. I mean, it's got teleports that are nice. Like, I can put a configuration as to what I want as the left click, but I wouldn't even know what I would have. So kind of for now, it's just going to be there, just in case I ever come out of a method of doing some sort of skill or just something where I could do with this in my house. But for now, it's just kind of there for looks, to be honest, and there to say that I've got it. So it is our time to turn in our weekly kingdom. I'm looking to do this once a week on the last day, which would normally be a Sunday, but this week we've moved the video day ahead just because of the fact that I'd done the Zenite jewelry video. It took me a bit longer than expected. So this is obviously on a Monday, but it's still 7 days worth of miscellaneous. I believe the last time I collected it was late Sunday night or something like that. I forgot how miscellaneous works. There's a certain time that it takes over a day and you can get your reward. But we're going to collect this as 7 days worth. First of all, just like I'll show you guys as usual, we have 10 on coal and it's mining, which is pretty much coal, and we can get some gems, and 5 on herbs. We still have plenty of money in there. So if we collect the resources, this is from 7 days, we get ourselves 4.2k coal. I mean, everything else is pretty much irrelevant. I mean, you know, some nice herbs, it's not completely irrelevant, but there's a lot of shit in there too, like 55 Taramins, useless to me. 45 Haralanders, they're not too useful. But I suppose it's 12 potions, free dose, and 12 super defense and stuff like that. But it's nothing special. It's mainly the coal that we're after. Well, I've also decided to do it with the last clip of my video. I've looked at that bit again whilst editing and realised that it's really long and I don't really talk about much. So I just want to end this video off by saying, you know, thank you everyone for continuing to watch my channel. Like, it's growing daily now. It's absolutely crazy. Videos are starting to get monetized now, which is something I've been working, towards for a long time. I put a lot of time into these videos, and I appreciate everyone who supported me. And it's definitely nice to be able to get to that point of, almost like I'm recognized. Obviously, like I'm not. I've got 1,000 subs. It's not a big channel or anything, but I must be doing something right. You guys are enjoying my content, and I'm just so happy that I'm getting all the nice feedback. But I do want to end this video just by saying that this whole World of Warcraft thing has definitely been something that's been worrying me. So I'm just going to ask you guys, if you don't normally comment, I would really, really appreciate, just for this video in particular, if you wouldn't mind just dropping a comment down below, just saying whether or not you would mind World of Warcraft content being on this channel, even if it did not affect me with playtime on RuneScape. I've said before, I play other games, so I'm always going to be playing other games, and World of Warcraft is the game I'm going to be putting time into, whether or not I make videos. So it wouldn't affect any RuneScape videos. They'll be exactly the same, just as much dedication. I love RuneScape too much to not do content on that. I absolutely fucking love the game, and I pretty much am a saddo when it comes to RuneScape. I put so much time into it. Obviously, there's people that put more time into it, but it is a game that I love, and I just can never see me really getting bored of it, to be honest, until the game potentially dies out. But I just want to mention, like I said, if you guys don't normally comment, please do, just for this video. I'm asking that because it would really be nice. I've really been worrying about whether or not I'm wasting my time potentially doing a World of Warcraft video or an episode or series or whatever I plan to do with it. If people do want to see it, I do have a video pre-recorded that I could put out pretty much instantly. But I just want to see some feedback from you guys as to whether or not you think I should do it. But that is where I'm going to end the video. I'm looking forward to doing more guides and more RuneScape progress video next week. Hopefully, I don't know, probably not this week, but the week after, I'm probably going to do a Zora guide for Ironman, which will be exciting to make and hopefully helpful for some of you guys out there. That's where we're going to end it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.